it's another. Tell him that shit ain't for free. Tell him that shit ain't for free.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Fun Fridays. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in. For those of you who have been here already twice before, hang out, grab some banana bread, get your coconut water, lay down in the hammock. We about to get started. Today we are talking fun facts about Loco for the Coco. But before I get into it, I have to let you know that my song Fun is coming out on September 19th. That's a week from today, and I need you to pre-save that song right now. Every click helps. Just you guys re-listening to these songs helps to lay a foundation for the algorithm to go easy on me when I put out new music, especially because I haven't done that in 5 years. So go ahead and click that pre-save. I would love you so much if you did. And that way you get notified as soon as Fun drops on September 19th. Okay, let's get into these fun facts. Fun fact number 1, we are going to jump straight into it. Loco for the Coco was written while I was in the car and I was driving home from a gig. And at that gig, I had a guy very inappropriate with me. So the idea of, damn, these people are loco for the Coco came to me, and I was like, all right, pull out the phone, voice memo, literally driving, laid it down. That was in 2018. I did not finish this song until 2020. I remember coming up with 2 verses to go with the chorus, and I remember feeling like there's more that I have to say. I just don't know when I'll be ready to say it or when it's going to come to me. And sometimes songs are just like that. I knew I wanted to develop the song because I felt like the chorus just made me laugh every time. Also, just conceptually, I felt it was an interesting concept. So I knew I wanted to develop the song, but there was something missing. And so in 2020, it's the year of George Floyd, it's the year of Breonna Taylor, it's the year of the US elections, presidential elections, and I had a lot to say. And so the song ended up being so very layered, and it's one of my favorite things about Loco for the Coco, which leads me to fun fact number 2.
Let go, loco for the Coco. Tryna get a little piece, but I tell him it's another. All this candy ain't for free.
Loco for the Coco is my favorite lyric that I have written to date. Hands down. I feel like it captures so much of the way I express my humor, my cadence. This is my first time like rapping on one of my records, so I definitely stepped out of the box there and was exploring that side of myself as well. But like I was saying before, it is such a layered song, and on the surface, it's just a light flex. It's about feeling good in the skin that you're in, feeling good about your body. But also it goes on to talk about so many heavier topics. And for me, that was reminiscent of the West African traditions that informed calypso and informed a lot of Caribbean music. There was a certain style of storytelling that was griot style storytelling, and so it was told with a lot of humor and a lot of wink and a lot of tongue-in-cheek and a lot of, you get what I'm saying, in order to communicate with one another in the same way that we use drums to communicate with each other. A lot of people don't know how subversive calypso is and was. A lot of people don't know that the steel pan, which some call the steel drum, invented in Trinidad and Tobago, came out of oppression, and this was our way of telling our stories and doing it in a way to just not let anything ever steal our joy. You know, when you see Caribbean people and you see us smile and you see us participate in carnival and you see our hospitality and our food, I won't get into all the nitty-gritty historical details because that's for another day. But just know that it is very much tied to our revolution, our evolution, and our ability to thrive despite our dark past. There is a lot more gravity to Caribbean culture than it is given credit for. So this will forever be one of my favorite lyrics that I've done because it just captures a side of me that I'd never gotten to express in this way before. Always wanting to incorporate and integrate my Caribbean culture in my music, but this was the best I'd ever done it so far, and it was such an important topic.
DJ, turn it up, that's the rude boy bassline. Put some rum punch in my cup, I tend now that slow wine.
Fun fact number 3. I also ended up producing this song on GarageBand on my phone. And I really had a lot of fun with the bass line, with the sirens. All of that was through my phone. And I knew I needed more. I went to a producer and he was like, I think it's done. And I was like, sir, no, it's not. But you're clearly not the one to finish it. And after that, I teamed up with Chris Cars, who's a producer who comes out of Jamaica. And so he was the one to take the production to completion. And so that was a really fun process. And once again, just me getting deeper and deeper into the production bag and discovering that I really, really love to write bass lines. For me, it's like writing a vocal melody. I just love writing a good bass line.
This is for my girls with the snake oil waistline. Tell them take a number when he pull up behind.
Fun fact number 4. So I knew for such a complex topic in the music video, I did not want to portray the cliche Sandals Resort type Caribbean visual. I wanted to go a little bit darker, and so I decided to play a character from Trinidadian folklore, well, from Caribbean folklore, called the Laja Bless. The way that we grew up hearing about this character was that if you were in the forest or on a country road late at night and you saw a beautiful woman, that you had to be very careful because it was very likely that she was a Laja Bless, and she would lure you into the forest where she would either unalive you or drive you crazy. And the only way that you would know if this woman was indeed a supernatural creature called the Laja Bless is that she would have a hoof for one of her feet. She would have like a cow's hoof. So that was the folklore story that was often told.
These hips make them trip like a sugar rush. I'm such a high, no fructose corn syrup. I got that cake when I back it up. Jungle fever, they delirious. They go loco for the Coco. Tryna put their hands on me, but I tell them it's another. Tell them that shit ain't for free.
But in deciding to play this character, I wanted to dig a little bit deeper because I had heard other versions of the story. So I did a lot of research and I came across information from historians that have been studying Trinidadian folklore for years. Their version of the story was so interesting. The Laja Bless was actually a woman who had been raped, beaten, and killed, and her spirit came back to avenge her suffering and the suffering of women who had similar fates. And so one of these historians chose to point out that it was so interesting that she was even called the Laja Bless, which is Creole or French for she-devil, because here we have a woman who's holding men accountable for their transgressions, and she is being demonized for doing that, just like so many other female characters in mythological and literal history. So in the music video, you pretty much see what happens on a night that you have an encounter with a Laja Bless. and I'm avenging the other woman in the music video, who are the bartender and the DJ. And for me, it really hit home because as a woman who works in entertainment, the things that I've seen, the things that I've heard, the things that I have experienced, it just really opens your eyes as to how you might be perceived or received as a woman when you are simply doing your job. And I also learned about how many people are just not ready to talk about topics like that. So it was really me saying, well, if me talking about things like this makes me a villain, then I guess I'm in my villain era.
All this chocolate got him feeling for a bite and now he won't quit. All up on my body acting inappropriate. So much candy and he don't know what to do with it. Shit, I'm so exotic, something he never tried, and now he wanna be about the whole exotic life. He want exotic nights under exotic lights, but he won't take me home to mom, I'm too exotic, right? I'm not your fetish boy, I'm not some freaky fantasy you secretly enjoy. I'm not your flavor of the month or your exotic toy. I'm not the girl you show the world for some travel points, no.
Fun fact number 5. This music video was such a huge shoot. It was mega epic, big. I had dancers with me for the first time. Pretty much making a movie. It was a film. But I had the help of my family, which meant a lot to me. My dad did the voiceover at the beginning of the music video, and my mom helped me sewing the costumes, which really took me down memory lane because I grew up seeing a lot of the women on my mom's side of the family sewing, and that's a huge part of our matriarchal history. So that was really cool, and I can't wait to share more about my upcoming project with you guys because I did a lot of my own costuming for it, and I can't wait to share the visuals with you. So make sure that you pre-save fun right now at the link in my description so that you can be the first to hear all the new fun things that I have coming. Love you so much for watching. Bye.